Hello everyone. In the previous video, we looked at a couple of Atom's features, which are onboarding of network devices and software image management. Let's start with the next feature, which is automation. In our introduction to automation video, we discussed how automation really helps network administrators. In this video, let us take a look at Atom's automation capabilities. Network discovery. Atom can be inserted into an existing network infrastructure. It uses a feature called network discovery as the first step to understand the network. Network discovery is like a new academic year in a school. Let's assume a new teacher walks into a classroom. The teacher does not know any of the students present in the classroom. To discover more information about the students, she calls out the names from the attendance register, and each of the students give the information. Similarly, when Atom is introduced into a network, it has to do a network discovery using the IP address range of the network devices. It uses SNMP, which is one of the many languages that different network devices understand, to discover the capabilities of the devices and relationship between the devices. Based on the information received, Atom creates a topology of the network and stores it in its database. A topology can be thought of as a map connecting the different places. And let's say one of the roads between the two places is broken. A hazard symbol is used to alert the authorities. Similarly, in a networking topology, if a cable between a switch and a router, for example, has gone bad and the link is down, the status of the links can be captured by Atom on the topology, like shown with the red line in our diagram here. So Atom discovers the devices, understands the relationship between the devices, creates a topology of the network, and overlays the network status information on top of it. Service discovery. Once we have the network discovered, Atom goes into the next step, which is service discovery. As part of this feature, Atom imports the configurations from different network devices. We had discussed this in one of our previous videos using an international classroom. The classroom had students speaking different languages like Greek and Spanish, and an English-speaking teacher teaches the kids with an automated interpreter in the middle. Similarly, Atom will import the configurations from the devices and normalize it into a single common language and stores it in its database. At this point, we have a network discovered both from a topology perspective and from a configuration perspective. It's time now to start configuring the services. When we say service, it could be creating VLANs or ports on the switches, routes on the routers, access control lists on the firewall, or virtual IPs on the load balancer, etc. Or even all of them in cases where we are trying to launch an application like an internet banking application. You can think of it like creating a book with a set of instructions in English and sending it to a set of students in the classroom who understand different languages, as in our example. When we apply these services to the network, Atom converts the service configurations into different vendor commands, connects to the different network devices involved, and apply the configurations in the language each of the vendor devices understand. Configuration compliance and reconciliation. So now we have devices onboarded, topology and configurations discovered. We also understood how Atom can perform configurations on a multi-vendor infrastructure. It's now time for Atom to make sure that the configurations are maintained to allow the smooth running of services it provisions in the network. Let's try to understand this using an analogy. Let's say we have a traffic police handling a busy intersection which has a hospital next to it. His intention is to keep the traffic off the road leading to the hospital so that any emergency can be handled effectively. The moment he sees the traffic piling up next to the hospital, he would turn the traffic signals green for that intersection to keep the roads clear. Similarly, Atom monitors the configuration for any outbound changes. If someone in the network team makes the changes, Atom detects the changes and alerts the admin through an email or a message. Atom also has the capabilities of overwriting the devices with the correct config if the changes are not legitimate. And if they are legitimate, the admins can ask Atom to write the configuration to its database. Atom's this feature allows to make sure that the configurations are consistent across the network. There are more features which Atom supports. Let's take a look at that in the next video. A quick recap on what we have discussed so far. We saw how Atom can discover existing networks and lay down a topology along with the network status. It imports configurations, normalizes it, and uses it for service configurations across multi-vendor infrastructure. We also saw how Atom can perform configuration audits and make sure it is consistent across the network. Thanks for watching.